Hi there, this is Andrew with Heart Systems Bookkeeping. This video is to show you how to account for those merchant service fees that are taken out but are not always seen. So what am I talking about? When you issue a customer an invoice for, let's say, $1,000 and they pay the invoice, that full $1,000 doesn't show up in the bank account, but something less, like 900 something. We got to record where those fees went, and I'll show you how to do that in this video. There are three basic steps to it. You're going to record an invoice, you're going to receive a payment, and then do a bank deposit. So I'll walk you through all those momentarily, but first of all, let me just kind of set up what we're looking at here. This is, of course, the QuickBooks Online dashboard for this company. And let me show you this. This is kind of our end point right here that we're going to jump back to step one and walk you through, and I'll show you how to get to the end successfully based on this line here. So March 31st, we received $868 in our bank account. Okay, so step one, let's issue that invoice to a customer. Let's say we go to Amy's Bird Sanctuary, and we provided some gardening services for $895. So there's the invoice, nothing crazy so far. This is all normal stuff, but here's where it kind of gets a little extra step into it. Okay, then the next day, we're going to say Amy paid her invoice I like to say how they paid, so you might put in Stripe or Square or whatever you're using just to indicate that it's through the merchant service provider. Okay, now right here is the key to this whole thing. We're depositing this money to undeposited funds. Yes, we know it's going to end up in the checking account eventually, but for right now, it's going to go to undeposited funds because we have this extra step to take care of to bridge this gap. Okay, so Amy paid the full amount. She paid $895. So once I get through here, okay, that's steps one and step two. And we know that Amy is fully covered. She got an invoice, she paid her invoice in full. Now let's go to step three to make this all right. We need to get money into the bank account. So let's do a bank deposit from right up here. And this is for Amy's, the one for $895. Okay, so we're not done yet. On this screen, on the bottom of this screen is this section, add funds to deposit. This is where we make the adjustment to account for these fees. So on that note, I'll use something generic there for fees. I have an account in the chart of accounts called merchant service fees. It's basically the same thing as a bank charge. I just like having the separation and visibility. So I know how much I'm spending on each category. I want to know how much I'm paying for this service, merchant service fees, versus bank charges generally. Okay, so way over here on the side, we need to account the fee amount. So I made a cheat sheet. I know that the invoice amount is $895, and I know that the bank deposit is $868.15. What I need to determine is, of course, the difference. How much went to the fees? So in this case, it was $26.85, and right here, I need to do a negative number. Remember, this section is called add funds to deposit, so we're not adding to this. We got to take away from it. So negative $26.85. Did I get that right? $26.85. Okay. And also there's our deposit amount. Okay, so I'm going to save and close this and see what we see. There we are. Big, beautiful green match button. I love it. Okay, so there we are. That process is done. We issued an invoice to a customer. The customer paid their invoice in full. And then we accounted for the merchant service fees that got taken out that we don't always see, but we made it seen in this video. So everything's nice and tidy and wrapped up. You know you're on solid ground as far as this example goes, and it's very easily reconcilable in your bank account, and ultimately you have the visibility and control over the finances of your business. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd love to help you out further. You can find me at heartsystemsbookkeeping.com or email me directly at andrew@heartsystemsbookkeeping.com. Thanks so much. I look forward to hearing from you.